thought we'd have a bit of a different lesson today. Going to be looking at spelling, punctuation and grammar. Bit of a revision. See how you get on. We're going to be looking at word classes. Now, particularly we're going to be focusing on nouns. And you may think, well, I know what a noun is, but there are different types of nouns, and it's not just about knowing whether a word is a noun, it's about being able to identify what type of noun it is. So, first we're going to look at a common noun. So a common noun is a noun which is not the name of any particular person, place or thing. So it might be like a dog, a cup or a curtain, but it's not the name of that dog, it is just a dog in general. A common noun does not normally begin with a capital letter, unless of course it is the first word in a sentence. So if it starts a sentence off, then you're going to use a capital letter, but otherwise common nouns do not use capital letters. So have a look at the screen. Can you name the common nouns in the sentences? Be careful not to name any nouns that are not common nouns, and there will be lots of them. So let's have a look at number one together. So I've got on Sunday. Now you might think, Sunday, noun. You're correct, but it's got a capital letter, so therefore it is not a common noun. I enjoy a boiled egg with my breakfast. Now egg is a noun, it is not a particular type of egg. The egg has not got a name, it is just an egg. Breakfast is also a noun. Breakfast has not got a name, it is just breakfast. Have a look at the rest of them, see if you can identify the common nouns. Okay, so I'll do one sentence with you. So both Bill and Ben scored 2 goals each. So goals is a noun. Susie bought a lovely pink blouse at Primark. So Susie is not a common noun because that's a capital. And it's also a specific. Bought a lovely pink blouse at Primark. Not a common noun. The seagulls. Now seagulls is a common noun. At Island Wall often make a terrible racket. The racket is the thing that they do. WJS is situated near the library in Oxford Street. Library. And cats, in my opinion, are more independent than dogs. There. Cats as well, this is the tricky one, is also a common noun. So, moving on. Then we have proper nouns, which I'm sure we're all aware of, is a noun that names a particular person, place or thing. So it is for a specific rather than a general. So for example, David, Edinburgh is a place, Atlantic Ocean, Wednesday, etc. Can you have a go at filling in the sentences 1, 2 and 3, putting in words, putting in proper nouns that would make sense in the gap? So you could, for example, have Harry Styles is a member of the group called One Direction. That would be completing the sentence. Have a go at the rest. So for number 2, we could have the Olympic Games of 2012 were held in London. For number 3, we could have Luis Suarez plays for Barcelona Football Club. Okay, common and proper nouns. Can you identify in the table below the common and proper nouns? Ignore the rest for now. The terrible tale of Pirate Pete. Pirate Pete was born in Dover. He became a pirate when he was only a 13-year-old lad. He sailed on many ships. His most famous ship was the Revenge. He fought in many battles. He had many adventures. He loved the life. Unfortunately, he was not always lucky. Pirate Pete had his left leg blown off by a cannonball during a battle off the coast of Malta in the Mediterranean Sea, so he was sometimes called Peg-Leg Pete. Pete had his right hand chopped off during a sword fight at a pub called the Sailor's Arms in Folkestone. That is why he has a hook for a hand. Of course you'll be wondering why Pirate Pete wears an eye patch over his left eye. Did he lose his eye in a sea battle or a sword fight? No, he did not. One day, Pete got a terrible itch in his left eye. For a moment he forgot about his hook and tried to scratch the itch with his fingers. It was not a good idea. Have a go at underlining the different types of nouns. Okay, I'll just highlight a few of them for you. So, Pirate Pete, well, Pirate Pete is his name. So that is a proper noun. Dover, proper noun. He became a pirate. Pirate is a common noun. It's not a specific. When he was only a 13-year-old lad. It's a common noun. It's not specific. He sailed on many ships. Common noun. His most famous ship was the Revenge. The Revenge is the particular name of the ship, so that is the proper noun. Okay, let's move on. So, just a little note on a proper noun. If a proper noun is used as a pronoun, it needs a capital letter. So, for example, how are you feeling, Mum? Do you know where my shoes are, Dad? Gran, come over here. Direct name used, you would use a capital letter. So if you've replaced the name of Mum with the word Mum, for example, if your mum is called Sarah, instead of saying how are you feeling, Sarah, which would have a capital letter, if you put how are you feeling, Mum, you would also need a capital letter because it is replacing the name. However, if you're writing about a family member and the title is modified by our, your, blah, 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 then it doesn't take a capital letter. For example, how is your mum feeling? You wouldn't say, how is your Sarah feeling? So you wouldn't need a capital M for mum. Now we're going to get a little bit more complicated. We're looking at abstract nouns. An abstract noun is a noun referring to something which cannot be experienced with any of the 5 senses. So if you can't touch it, taste it, hear it, smell it, whatever the other senses I've missed out are, it is an abstract noun. It could be an idea, a thought, or an emotion. For example, happiness, love, courage, boredom. I'm sure we're feeling plenty of that at the moment. So if it can't be experienced by any of the 5 senses, have a go at this 3 sentences, which are the abstract nouns. So sentence 1, I can see, there was great excitement. You cannot physically experience or touch excitement, so therefore excitement is the abstract noun. Sometimes it takes bravery. Bravery is the abstract noun. After the marathon I collapsed with exhaustion. Exhaustion is the abstract noun. Moving on. Okay, can you fill in the gaps with an abstract noun? Romeo and Juliet fell head over heels in hatred. Oh, love, I mean. I'm sure that's right. Have a go at the rest. Nouns. Now we're going to look at collective nouns. A collective noun is a noun referring to a group or collection of people. That's why it's called collective. It's about a collection. Creatures or things. For example, a crowd of people, a flock of sheep, a bunch of bananas. Have a look at the sentences. Can you find the collective nouns? Okay. For example, in number 1, the whole team was excited to win the trophy. So the team is a collective noun because it is a team of people. Identify the nouns used. So in this part you've got words that have been underlined. They are all nouns. Your job is to work out what type of noun they are. For example, the party of tourists. So the party is a group, so that's going to be a collective noun. So I'm going to put CL. That should be C for common, not CL. Let's get rid of that. Tourists is a common noun, and so on and so forth. Okay guys, moving on. Which of the words below need a capital letter? Have a look at the sentences. We've done this many times before. See if you can work out which words need changing and why. When you've done that, have a look at these words. Can you sort them into whether they are common nouns, proper nouns, abstract nouns, or pronouns? And some of the proper nouns and the pronouns will need capital letters to be added in. And finally, can you find the abstract nouns in this list? For example, happiness and worry. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, a little bit different. Thank you for your hard work. Keep it up. We'll see you all soon. Bye.